Hey guys, this is Hydra from xtrades back with another video, and in this video we're going to go over how to pyramid into your positions, right? So this is a technique that a lot of swing traders and position traders tend to do, but yeah, day traders and momentum traders can also follow this, right? So it doesn't have to be specific for one style, and the concept is really interchangeable for all styles of trading, right? You just have to understand the fundamental concept of this, right? So pyramiding into your position or pyramiding into a position is basically when you have a bunch of buy opportunities, right? So let's say a stock is in a strong uptrend, right? So you flag here for a little bit and then you break out, right? So this would be the first buy, and then here again you consolidate for a little bit and then you break out again, right? This would be the second buy, right? So you're basically adding to your position, right? So you're pyramiding into a larger position slowly through these small buy setups, right? And when you do that on stocks that have leader potential, like for example Nvidia last year or Palantir, right, or Meta is doing pretty well right now. You're basically setting yourself up for huge upside potential, right? So these stocks can easily 3x, 2x, or yeah, right? So basically you're setting yourself up for a huge reward without much risk. And you might be asking why not that much risk, right? So for example, when you're buying here, your stop loss is here, so it's set at 3%, right? And then you form another flag, right? And then you buy. And now you move your stop loss to this consolidation low, right? So now this entire position, the first position, it's pretty much risk free, right? It can never go red on you. And now you just added a new position, and this is really the only risk you have, right? But the first piece is pretty much risk free. And if you keep doing that, so for example, we have another flag and then we break out, right? So now the second piece also is going to be risk free because now you move that stop out or stop loss as well, right? So now you have you have three pieces total because you buy again here, but two of the pieces are pretty much risk free, right? So I think you guys are starting to understand the concept. You're pretty much leveraging your previous positions and basically moving their stop so that they are risk free, and you're pretty much open to unlimited upside potential, right? And if you can do this on a leader name, like for example, like Nvidia, Palantir, App, or Meta, right? You're setting yourself up for huge success, right? So let's take a look at some real life examples and see some opportunities to pyramid into positions. And for this example, I'm going to look at the weekly chart. So this is more for position traders, right? But yeah, again, the concept stays the same, right? So this is Meta back in 2013 when it IPO'd. Here it got a huge breakout, huge volume, right? So that would interest me. So it had a big earnings gap up on this candle, right? Huge volume, recent IPO. So it pretty much checks off all the boxes for me, and I would definitely be interested here, and I would probably buy a position here, right? And then here, as it's taking out the IPO base, I would be interested. So again, here would be a second buy opportunity, right? So this would be the second buy, first buy here, right? So now I'm moving my stop loss to wherever that second buy stop loss is, right? So I'm pretty much taking this first piece to be completely risk free, right? And now the only risk is my second position. Worst case scenario for my first position, for my first piece, is I'm going to get stopped out, but it would be for a profit, right? And then here we form a nice flag setup and then we break, right? So this could be another piece. So when it breaks here, that could be my third buy, right? And then over here we have a nice flag and then we break out, so this would be the fourth piece, right? And then now stop loss would be moved to that candle's low for all four of my pieces, right? Looks like we never got stopped out. We end up just grinding higher and higher. I don't really see too many buy opportunities here. The first one I see would probably just be when it breaks that previous high, right? So you buy again over here, right? So fifth piece, and now your stop loss is over here, right? looks like it never actually hit our stop loss. It just kept grinding higher and higher, right? So pretty much, yeah, it was just a slow grind up, and then again here it looked like it had a mini correction, right? So this could be another good opportunity to add to your position, right? But yeah, I think you guys pretty much get the concept, right? So you're basically adding to your position, and you're making your initial buys risk-free. So you're only risking something on your most recent buy, but by doing that, you're basically building a huge position, right? So for example, let's say this was 10% of my portfolio, another 10, another 10, another 10, right? So I have a 60% position now from these buys, right? But I'm only risking maybe like 5% of, or my, so I have a 60%, so yeah, I have a 60% position, and each buy, let's say I risk like 0.25% of my portfolio, right? So over here, when I initially buy, my stop loss is set to a place where if I get stopped out, my portfolio takes a hit by 0.25%, right? And then again here, and then again here, right? So on the last buy, what's happening is that you have a 60% position, or 60% of your portfolio in the stock, right? And you're only risking 0.25% really, right, on the last position or on the last piece. Everything else is risk-free, right? Worst case scenario, you get stopped out, but again, you're taking that for a profit. So really what you're doing is you're leveraging your previous positions, right, or previous ads, and you're setting yourself up for huge success, right? So if this works out, you can make a lot of money, but you're only risking 0.25% of your portfolio on this last buy, right? So yeah, if you can do this on like a leader potential stock, like for example, Meta was huge leader back in the 2010s period, right? But Palantir is a recent one. App is a recent one, right? So these are the names that you kind of want to focus on and really zoom out and look at the big term picture or long term picture, right? But yeah, so for example, Meta first buy would have been around $30, and now it's at 700, right? So huge potential with this, and obviously you're going to get stopped out from time to time, but still, if you can find a stock that trends nicely for the long term, you're setting yourself up for huge opportunities, right? So let's just finish this example. So I'm sure if I had any buys around this period, I would have been stopped out on this candle, right? I mean, on this correction. This was a pretty big correction. Yeah, almost 40%. So pretty big for a big caps name. And then again here, you get a really strong breakout. So 2020, very nice add opportunity here as it breaks that base, right? And then here, get a nice flag opportunity. So this is a great opportunity to add to your position. And then here we have the big 2021 correction, right? So you get stopped out on a lot of your previous buys, but the first ones, they can, if you want to give them more room, you can still keep them. But if you want to move your stop loss up to the most recent buy, so for example, if I buy here, and then I would have been stopped out for all my positions, all my pieces on this candle, right? Because I would have been stopped out here. But obviously, you would also sell into strength, right? So you don't always have to hold on forever, right? But yeah, here we had a big correction, and then as we were coming out, there were a lot of opportunities to buy, right? So here's the first flag. You can buy that flag. Second flag, right? That's viable. Mini flag over here, right? Another add opportunity there. And looks like we recently broke a base, so that was a buy opportunity. This was viable in that candle, right? And then recently we formed like a mini base again, and we kind of broke out, right? So viable over there. But yeah, you guys pretty much understand the concept by now, right? So you're basically leveraging previous buys, moving their stop up to like the most recent buy slow, right? Or the most recent buy stop loss. That way you're leveraging yourself into a big position, so pyramiding into a big position with relatively low risk. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for tuning in.
There's a reason why xTrades is currently the fastest growing application on the market for sharing financial ideas. With over $2.5 million paid in the last 2 years to contributors, users are flocking to see what trades the top traders on the leaderboard are sharing in real time. If you're looking to grow your reputation as a trader on the internet or discuss your trading ideas with other reputable investors, click the link below and get connected with a trading mentor today, completely free of charge.